Hello and welcome to Charwell. It is day 3 of summer here, and we are going to earn some money today. So as a result, we have our two of our tractors down here. We've got our Massey Ferguson 3050 and our JCB fast track. We're going to get hold of a trailer and an auger for the fast track because those two we're going to be selling some corn. First though, we need to get the Massey set up with some fertilizer to do some contracts. So we're going to get some fertilizer to do some contracts, as I said, but we have a little bit of a problem. We need a bit of money to start with, so we're going to borrow 5,000 just to get us started. We are going to have to borrow a bit more money later, but we need to get at least one set of fertilizer barrels here. And we had just under the amount we needed, so we should be all right with this. Now we can hold 2,200. If we need to buy another set of barrels to fill this up, then we can do. But at the moment, we want to get this. Now we've got three, as I said, we've got 3 contracts lined up for this. We have. As per last time, we've got field 85, field 63, and field 62. We're going to go and do 85 first to get that out of the way and get that done. That actually is going to pay for our trailer. So while this is filling up, let's get the back filled as well. While this is filling up, let's go have a look and see how much money we need. Now, we're going to buy the trailer we want. Because we know that we'll be able to afford this after the corner. And the trailer we want is the trailer that we've had the whole way through this so far. We want the Bailey trailer, which is here. The TB16, really useful trailer to us. Now, the configuration we want is the arch, because we really quite like that. The Bailey green, in both cases, has been quite a good colour for us. Along with the silver, where is it? There we go. The silver on the rims and the silver on the design colour. No rear hitch because I don't think, well, yes, we're going to put the rear hitch on for a reason of what we're using today. And I quite like the Trelleborg or the Michelin tyres on here. Yeah, the Michelin tyres are a good setup. And then we also want the cover, yes, and the reflective tape, yes. So that is a nice setup for that. So we need 24,150 for that. So we need to borrow another 20,000. This is full though, and so yeah, we're going to need to buy another barrel of fertilizer because we're going for a pretty big field to start. Actually, no, we'll go for our smaller fields to start with. Let's have a look at those on the map. I am still going to fill this right up. Yes. So we are still going to have to borrow 25,000 to get the trailer, but we need to get the auger wagon as well. So finish filling this up. We need to get this remaining seed pallet back to our farm at some point as well. So we'll go and get this down to, we'll go and take this up to field 85. How much are our other 2 fields worth? 6 and, yeah, so they're worth about 12,000 between them. And then we'll take this up to 85. Hopefully we've got enough liquid fertilizer on here to do the whole field. So let's get this up there. And here we go. Right at the top of the map. Huge, great field. Field 85. So we're going to start this in this bottom corner here. And it looks almost ready, but the difference between contracts in seasons at this point and doing your own crops is if this was my own crop, I would not be able to spray this. With this being a contract, the contract will work on this field, which is pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this as a start point and generate a course. So we're on field 85. I love that you can click on the field and do that. Thank you to Grandad Farmer in my streams who told me that one. Starting location is automatic. Yeah. Headlands, we want to do 2 just to make sure it can make it around it. Clockwise is right, start on the headland, smooth corners, generate field course. And there we go. That is ready and waiting for us to do. So we'll go back. And nearest waypoint, start course. Drive course. Oh yeah, drive course. And away it goes. So that will now get that sprayed. And we can see on the map that that is going around and getting the job done. Yep, there we go. And we'll head back to our JCB here. So, as I said, we need a load of money for our trailer. So we'll borrow that first. Now, I'm not worried about any of the money we're borrowing today. All the money we're borrowing today, I know that we're going to be able to repay by the end of the day. So that is really quite a useful situation to be in. We want the Bailey trailer, wherever it's gone. There it is. As I said, we want the arch. We want the Michelin tyres on it, I think, in my preference. Yes, we want the rear hitch. Yes, we want the reflective tape. Yes, we want the cover. And the only bits we want to change is to put the silver on there to match our tractor. And buy that. There we go. So our first bit of harvest equipment is purchased. So let's start the engine up and get this hooked up. Right, so now there's a new JCB that's been released in the last week or so. I think the silver on it is much, much darker than this. And I probably need to go and have another look. Oh, actually, yeah, we also need, as I said before, we need an auger of some description. We're going to try this. This is, wow, it's 8,000. So we're going to have to, I think we're going to rent this because it's only 413 to hire it. It's just a little grain auger. It should do us pretty well. We can get it in grey or red, but I'm going to grab it in the blue. Oh, we don't have enough money. We want to lease it. Yes, okay, because we're not going to use this very often. And helpfully, yeah, we're going to have to disconnect our trailer. Because really helpfully, it's round away. Now, we can drive this. So we'll start its engine. We can drive this out. As we'd have to drive it into position. Yeah, there we go. So we don't have to disconnect our trailer. We can just reverse back up and grab this. And hopefully the rear hitch means that we can tow it back to the farm. Oh, we need to reconnect this. There we go. And you see it will work with this trailer because our cover automatically came off. I'm hoping it will still connect up to the back of our trailer. Yeah, there we go. So we can now tow this all back to our farm. Absolutely perfect. And yeah, this will work brilliantly for what we want to do now. So today is all about earning cash, all about earning money for us during the summer. And I think this is always a great way to approach seasons. You want to be able to be constantly earning that money where you can. Days where you're not earning money is days where seasons is costing you. Even if you are not, even if you're not losing any money on that day, you know you're gonna hit a day when you're absolutely going to need to do that. Right, let's get this going the other way. Like so. My hope is that we can stick this into the corn and start loading it. We have more corn than we need at the moment. Way more corn than we need. Our other crops, of course, we have less of, but we have this bay of corn that we have on the left over here. This will easily do us for our pigs for a long while. Whereas this bay over here, this is completely going spare right now. So we are just going to bring this, hopefully, sideways into there as much as possible. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't lower it too much. We will turn it on, and it is filling up. Perfect. Let's reverse our trailer in then, see if that will fill it as well. And this, of course, buying this trailer and being able to pay it off means that we won't be paying the rental cost for this trailer for this season, and gives us a trailer on the farm, and it moving us forwards. I'm really hoping that at the end of this season on here, or the end of this year on here, we're going to be able to buy the combine, and just sort of building things up as we go. Only unfortunate thing is, at the moment, we also seem to be continually building up our loan. If we can get the loan down to 200,000 as well this year, that would be good. It's not a huge ask on this part of the loan. Getting that in there is going to be fun. Pull it right across. There we go, into the back corner of the trailer. We can see that going in. I can jump up. There we go. So that is going into the back corner of that trailer. Absolutely brilliant. That is. Perfect. So once this is filled up, which hopefully shouldn't take us too long. Yeah, so we'll leave that filling up. That is going to take a little while. The rate on that auger is not massively fast, so we'll give that a bit of time to go, and we'll come back in a moment once we have a trailer full. We're up to 90% full now, and I think that part of the reason this little auger is so cheap is that it does not have the fastest of flow rates, but it has done the job, and we only need it to do sort of 2 or 3 of these. So we should still get it done during this game day. And I'll be very happy once we have. Now, where is the best place for us to sell our crops at the moment? We are looking to sell corn. Best place for that is the grain sell point. So we'll get that marked on the map, because there are 2 identical places named that. And it looks like it is to the bottom left of the map. Oh, I want to be careful. Make sure our weight clears the barn. So the bottom left of the map seems to be where we're headed. Down that way. So this is an area we've not really headed to before. I'm going to be guessing a little bit on the roadways. In fact, I think we might need to just drop out quickly. Let's put our beacons on, drop into here, and we can have a closer look at our road network. So we're going to come down here, down across the railway track, and it looks like our best bet is going to be to come down the railway track, go up into there, past the main farm, which you get on the map. That's a good main farm, actually. And down here, and yeah, looks like into there. So quite a windy route for this, but should still be a route that we can make with this tractor. You know, we've not got anything too big for this map, so that's all good. We're going to need to spray our poplars soon, actually. Those are coming along nicely. Now that they've started to grow, they're growing well. The nice thing about poplars is the stuff that wasn't ready last time, that we didn't kill off by driving over it, or that we didn't set to harvest it by driving over it, that it will stay ready to harvest for the entire year, and will just be done in the next year's harvest, which is pretty cool for us. It allows us to not miss anything. Right, we want to take this little back lane. This is one of the things I love about Lancey Boys maps, is how windy and how complex the road systems are. There's so much to them. Right, that there, in there, I'm pretty sure is my favourite yard on this map. I use the pig yard because I want to do pigs, but yeah, that's a really well designed, really well built yard in there. That to get hold of is well, you're basically doing arable stuff and maybe extending out into the pig yard from there. This is a great multiplayer map actually. There's lots and lots of opportunity on this map to be able to have several farms. There are so many farmyards on this map. It's unbelievable. I mean, even the sell points. The sell points are in places of farmyards as well. I mean, this is a perfect example here, in that you could have a farmyard in here as well. Ooh, are we far enough back? I'm just going to back off a little bit. There we go. But you're also in the sell point. You also have a sell point in here. Yeah, in fact, there's a workshop in there. It's something we don't have at our farm. And here is the grain sell point. So you could sell directly into your stuff here. But it's set up as a farm as well as a sell point, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Right, let's sell this corn, see how much we make. We can start repaying some of this loan that we've taken today. And if this comes, if this won't come to more than 20,000, I don't think. No, not quite. 18,044. That's not bad though. We know we've got at least another trailer or two to get from that, so that's good news. So we're going to head back to the farm now around these windy roads. I do love these windy roads. And get another trailer full of this filled up, so that we can head back down and make a bit more money. And once we've done that, we will start repaying some loan and working out where we can go from there. So our sprayer has run out of spray, so let's get this stopped, and we'll start this up, and we'll head back down to the shop, get some more. It's a good way through the field, so good 15,000 coming off this, which is great news. Now we should be able to get this to run from current waypoint. Actually, one of the nice things about this field as well, it has multiple exits. Really easy for us. But if we, yeah, I want to cover the current waypoint setup for course play. If you've done it before, actually, yeah, we'll cover that in a moment. If you've done it before, then what you do is, when you get stopped at a certain point in the field, it knows which waypoint it's at. All you need to do is go refill, send yourself back to the field, and then go use current waypoint as your starting point, and it will just head off and continue. I find the best way to do it is if you approach from roughly the same direction as the waypoint is going to be going from. It tends to make things that little bit easier. And we've actually left the booms really high on this on our way back, but that's okay. We just need to make sure we avoid the tree branches. And as I was saying before, this is the way to make money in seasons. If you have time where something isn't being done, or you've not got money being earned, and you've got the spare tractor to go and do it, send the tractor out there. You will make the money doing the job as a result, and you'll make money from the whole thing. So it's, yeah, a really good way to do this. We are going to need a second set of barrels again, so we'll grab another set of those. Like so. Fertilizer barrels. And these barrels, I highly recommend picking these up from the mod hub. Cheapest fertilizer that you can get in the game, and just works so well as a result. Less than £1,000 per 1,000 litres, which is, there's no other fertilizer in game that is that cheap. Unless probably you're looking at, there's a solid fertilizer pallet as well that is really cheap, that I highly recommend. I don't know if those are the same price. Let's have a look. Where are they? Here they are. So fertilizer, no, even that is more than £1,000 per 1,000 litres. So yeah, that is the cheapest way of doing it, is using these barrels. So very cheap. So let's get this back up to the field, and we can then set this to head up with the current waypoint. We've got our other tractor is loading up with the trailer. We'll see if we can get that from afar on the way through here. Can we peek into the farmyard? Yeah, there it is. Might have seen it just in the background there for a moment. So that is currently refilling. That will be done in a moment. And we can go and get our second load of corn done. As I said before, there are only 3 loads of corn there, but that should be more than enough, together with these contracts, for us to do what we want to do. If we don't get these contracts finished today, which I think we will, to be honest, we are most of the way through field 18. It is 18, isn't it? No, 85, sorry. We're most of the way through field 85. That is going to bring us in 15,000. We then got field 62 and 63. That should bring us in just under 7,000 each. And that will, that will just do us really well. So I'm not going to go back in the gateway that I've just come out of, even though we're down the far end of the field. What we want to do, as I said, is set it to current waypoint so it knows where it stopped last. Come into this gateway here and drive course. And that's working out where it was, and you can see it's making a direct beeline for that position, where it will continue. Absolutely perfect. We're heading back here. This has run out of corn, which means we need to move our auger. Start its engine up and hopefully reposition it so that we can get some more corn. There we go. I'm going to try and turn it a bit, get it back into there, so we're straighter on with this, and that should work slightly better for us. So that then can refill that, and yeah, once this gets full, we'll head out and go and get it sold. So en route with our second load of corn for sale now, and our contract on field 85 has completed. Our tractor needs refueling as well. Something that as anybody who's watched this series and some of my other stuff before knows, I am incredibly bad at keeping my tractors fueled. So we're going to refuel the Massey as we bring it back. We're going to do that as this is tipping. So we're going to leave this tipping, this second load of corn, and then head over to the Massey, get that started on field 62 while there is still time for that in this game day. In fact, there we can see that the Massey has made it back to the trigger point, the start point, which is good news. So we'll get that done and dusted in a moment once we get this turned in here. Nice, as I said before, nice and windy. Really, it always makes a map more interesting, I find, to have lots of roads that are nice and windy and you end up going you know, that feels like I've driven somewhere. Absolutely brilliant feeling on a map. Let's tip that then, and we'll head over here and we will stop that. This has about a quarter of a tank left, so it's not the end of the world. We'll clear off the courseplay course, start this up and get this back to our farm, get this refueled and redone. There we go, we've got another 17,729. So the price has dropped slightly on the corn since we started. Let's just check we are still selling at the best place for us to sell. Corn 817, yep, still the best place for us to sell by the looks of things. Is that where we're selling? I think it is. Yeah, that is still the best place for us to sell. So that's fine. Let's, before we get out of this field, for some reason this Amazon sprayer, you can't adjust the height of the booms once you've folded it up. So before we get out of this field, we'll just unfold these booms. We will then lower it down and fold it back up. And that is just going to make things easier for us to transport as we go round. Let's get this out of this field. Those go up. There we go. So we'll top it off with the rest of the fertilizer we've got back at the shop. I don't think we're going to need... We're probably going to need to buy one more set of barrels to complete this, but they are all good. We get 62 and 63 done today, which we should be able to do. That is going to be a good amount for us, and it means that we can get some stuff done with the pigs next time, ready for us to be starting or cracking on with the harvest. Because this field here, field 45, that is all but ready to harvest. Our other fields aren't quite there yet. Yeah, we're gonna be a little while after field 45, so I think we're gonna hire a combine just for field 45, and then we'll come back and do some other stuff later. Yeah, field 45, we'll get that done, and then I think our poplars, we need to get them fertilized as well. So we've got that to do. So we might do that next time. Get a fertilization stage done on the poplars with this. We are going to be using this little tractor an awful lot. You know, we've bought it to pretty much just do this job, and it is doing it absolutely brilliantly at the moment. Let's refill this with some diesel, give it a good drink. We could do with giving it a wash though as well. I can't remember if I have a... no, I don't think I do actually have anything to wash our tractors with. So we might need to buy that and get some work done with that. Again, one of those things I'm notoriously bad at is washing my equipment. And we've already putting this little Massey through hell with how dirty it is. So through to here. And get this refilled. And I don't know if it's our front tank or our rear tank that needs filling. It's our rear tank, looking at this. Yeah, looking at the indicators on the side of them, it's the rear tank, so that's alright. We'll just reverse up. Don't know how much we still have in here. Not that much, but that should be enough to get one of our fields done at least. They're very similar sized fields. Field 62 and 65, I think it was. Let's just double check. Sorry, 62 and 63. Yeah, very close to each other, very similar sizes. Hopefully both easy to get to from this direction. Yeah, again, we're doing a little bit of a tour of the map today. I would normally sort of cut this journey a bit, but I want to show you guys sort of, again, how windy and how far and how big this map feels as a result of this. And the fact that there are so many parts of this map, having done this many episodes, we are 60, I think this is, no, we are 36 36, 37 episodes into this series now. And there are still areas of this map I have not explored. And I do not know how to get access and get to. Which in itself is incredible. You know, this is a map that is wonderful to explore and wonderful to play. Really, really is. Heading down here. We want to go the other side of the railway track, I think, for this. Yeah, it is just the other side of the railway track is 62. And I think it might be an almost fully grown cornfield. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get some contracting work off here. If we are, we might try and do our first field with a contract harvester. And I'll show you a little trick that you can do with contracting equipment that works really, really well on seasons and this setup. If you haven't got a harvester or you haven't got a tractor, you can hold on to stuff for a contract for 2 days. Just make sure that you return it and complete the contract within that time and you're fine. Let's have a look. It's this field here on our right. Now, how do we get into it? With this gateway here. Perfect. Right. And we want it to go clockwise. So we'll start from here. Again, course generation. Field 62. Current vehicle position. Around 2. Clockwise. Head right pass first. Generate field course. And there we go. Okay. Let's come out here. We will head to first waypoint, drive course, and away it goes. So we'll leave that to it, and we are going to head back to here, start this, and I'm going to get this back to our farm for our final load of corn. The contract on field 62 has completed, so before this gets to the end, I'm going to stop our course play driver and get us out of the crop here. Save ourselves a little bit of liquid fertilizer. We've still got 40% left in the tank here. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to get our other fields done, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to see how far it will get through the next field. If it doesn't make it all the way, it's not the end of the world, but obviously I would like to avoid having to buy more fertilizer if we can. Plus, if we refill now, the other thing we will find is that this will be we won't fill the fertilizer barrel won't be completely emptied by this, I don't think. So we're going to give this a go on the next field. Field 63 is our next one, and I think we get to it through here. Yeah, there we go. So through here, it's about the same size as field 62, so we'll have to see how it goes. In fact, I think we can probably get away with getting it to do the second headland. Straight off the bat. So if we get it started from here. Oh, course generation. Field 63. Oh, this is, yeah. That should do roughly what we're after. Generate. So yeah, you can see that it's squared off here. So I'm going to avoid this first little bit because we don't want to spray stuff that we can't do anything with, and we'll start it on this corner here. So let's unfold this. Hopefully, by the time we get this done, our corn should be loaded up, which should be good. All right, let's lift that up. And drive course. And that then just saves us that whole first stretch there that we can't do anything with. that will be handled. That will be avoided now. Let's head back to here. This is full. We still have a little bit of corn left. I think we might leave that though, and we might keep that for our pigs. I think that's wise. Pull that there. There we go. And we'll go and tip this. And we have made a good amount of money today. We're going to make over 50,000, which is going to be very good because I think we probably have, well, we know we have at least 30,000 to pay back from our loans in the first place. Yeah, we're going to make well over 50,000 today. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very pleased with that. And in making that, we're going to be quids in going into the harvest. We've got our trailer. The only thing we need is our harvester. As I said, we've got several fields that I think on the first day of harvest are going to need doing contract-wise. So we're going to look at doing that as well, which should be really good. We don't have a proper grain store yet, so we're still running our bits in here as we have the previous year. I really, really would like to have a new grain store this year. So we might look at that, see if we can do one that isn't too expensive. I think the Alien Gym ones are always a good choice for not too expensive grain storage. So we'll have a look at that. But at the moment, we're pretty good. I'm pretty happy with where we are. If we can get our loan to about 200,000 or less, we will be doing very, very well from today's stuff. The liquid fertilizer on that sprayer, in the time that we've driven down here, has already gone down to 18%. And we've run out of space for eggs as well, so we're going to have to move the eggs out of the way. That is not good. We need to go and store the eggs in the shed, I think. So let's go do that now. Let's tip this corn. So that's tipping. We'll head down to here. We'll jump into the Axion so that we can get down to here. And we just have lots and lots of eggs here. So let's just pile these out the way. Oh, I need to slow my walking speed down slightly. And this is the thing, that I probably should have used the egg pallets, because stacking egg boxes is a pain in this game. There's not enough. I've got my walking speed right down so that I can just stack these out the way. But it takes a little bit of precision to get these to stack. We've not worked out how we're going to transport these yet. But yeah, eggs don't come good price-wise for a little while. I mean, the thing is that they would have all spoilt by the time if you held on to them to do it. But we are just going to stack these here. There we go. And yeah, our sprayer has run out of fertilizer as well. So if you're wondering how I'm walking so slow, there is a player speed mod on the mod hub. I mainly have it because I have cheat mode running all the time. That would mean that I would be fast walking or running at super speed all the time. So I'm trying not to. I don't want to do that. So the player speed mod gives me perfect control over that, but also means that when I'm stacking stuff, it's that much easier. And means that I can stack boxes like this really, really easily. And I think, yeah, our trailer has finished tipping as well. So we've just got that little bit of fertilizer left. We'll go and get another set of barrels of that, and then what we can do is get that field finished. with the fertilizing, and we will be done for the day. Just a few more boxes of these. Yeah, it says there's no more places for egg pallets for the chickens. I should have moved enough now for it to start putting new boxes down. There we go. Just the 2 more. That is a lot of boxes of eggs we've got in here so far. Like that. Last one. Good to see that we're producing so many eggs. Right, there we go. Let's head back up to our field. We want to get our walking speed back to normal. And we'll go and get our tractor. And get that last job. And get that last job finished. So, stop driver. Fold this up so that we can go and get this done. I'm going to go refill this, set this going, and we'll get it finished up. So we're back at the field, having refilled with another 1,500 litres of fertiliser, so that'll be good. We want to set this, as I previously have, to current waypoint and set to drive course. That will head off and do that now. I'm going to go and move this tractor back to the farm as well. We are not looking to load up any more corn today. We've done pretty well, actually. We're at 55,000 at the moment. We haven't collected any of our contracts yet. We'll do that once we've got that last one finished. And we are looking at actually probably making, on top of what we borrowed today, making 50,000, which is absolutely brilliant. I am so pleased at how this has worked out. Makes me so very, very happy. I'm trying to work out what to do about yard setup. I know that I have a grain store I can use. The yard across the road from ours is for our use. We do have access to that grain store because we've seen stuff in there before. I just don't know whether to use it or not, to be honest. I'm a little bit wary, but we'll see how we go. I'm going to get this back to the farm though, and then hopefully by then our sprayer should have finished and we can get that back too. So most of the way through this contract, I'm hoping that this final stretch should finish it off. Yeah, 96% of the way through. There's a little kink in the field that we can finish off with, but with any luck, getting to the end of the field up here will complete this, and we will be all done. Not quite. Not quite. Okay, let's lift this up then. Let's stop that, save it, and head back this way. And I think we've earned a good amount of money today. It's 9:30 at night. Rarely do we go this long, and this might be a slightly longer episode than normal as a result. But there we go. That is the contract completed. Actually, I don't want to quite fold those in yet. We want to lower these down. Yeah, like so. Right, there we go. And then fold it in. So that is the contract on here completed. I think what we'll do is we will park this at the edge of the field, see how much money we've made from all of our contracts and everything today. So let's take that off. And then we can have a look and see where we are. So our 3 contracts here have all been completed. Let's collect on all of those. So that's brilliant. We have a total of 83,000. Let's get rid of... we have a £280,000 loan. Of course we do. Let's repay that. Get us down to 3,000. Get our loan down to 200,000. absolutely fine. 52,000 we made today, so that's perfect. I'm actually quite happy. We've only got 3,000 in the bank, but that is fine. I'm happy with that because it's all good. We are going to leave this here for today then, and all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.